in the last episode, we got ourselves the greater focus here, and oh boy, did it take a long time, but nonetheless, we got it. Today, my focus is going to hopefully be to get the spawn pig and be done with Thaumcraft. But before we do that, there's one thing that I do want to do quickly, and that is throw in a clay matter into our blood altar, so that way we can go ahead and get that one going. Oh wow, that was near instant. I was not expecting for it to be that fast, but now we got the spawn rabbit, I guess, right? Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. Well, that's interesting. So I guess I put this in here for now. That's gonna be fine. Okay, right, so spawn pig is gonna be a little bit difficult to do. I did end up buying this from the shop because I thought it would help me get perimeter pearls, but it doesn't, unfortunately. So I already have that. We have this. We obviously have that. We just now need to get these two items down here. The purifying bath salts, which is going to require a few things. I've already got this and I've already got this going, but we need to get Victus and Cognitive, which I believe Cognitive can come from, I believe, zombie brains, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, zombie brains actually carries a lot of the things that we actually need for today's episode. So that's actually really great that we can go ahead and take that now and shove a couple of those in there like so, with some quartz slivers like that, and then get all of the things that we need moving forward here. Go ahead and throw that back in there, give my Evertide amulet a shot here, and hopefully we'll go ahead and get some stuff. Oh, you know what? The thingy here is bad for what we're trying to do. Right, it's gonna keep picking up our stuff. We don't want that, right? So let me go ahead and grab some more slivers. There we go. And then let's go ahead and toss those in there. I think we've pretty much got everything that we need now. So we can go ahead and just, yeah, boom and boom. And that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and toss. We don't need Aurum. We don't need Vitreous. We don't need that. We need Victus right now. Examinus, we're definitely going to need. And then Cognitive, we're definitely going to need to go ahead and toss inside of here. Let's toss those all inside of here to get ready for today. And then I believe we're ready to go. Go ahead and make our very first purifying bath salt. We're going to need some air, some Cognitive, some Ordo, and some Victus. Again, 40 of each one. So we're going to need 40 air, so that's not going to be terrible. So there we go, 40 air. We're going to need 40 of the Victus. Let's go ahead and deal with that. So 40 Victus. We're going to go ahead and need 40 Cognitive. There we go. And then we're going to need, what else do we need? And then 40 Ordo. Okay, let me quickly put this away. Now with all the aspects acquired, what we're going to go ahead and do is toss them into this crucible like so, and then drop the Salus in there, and then boom, get our purifying bath salt. We love that. And now that we have the purifying bath salt, that's another one of the things down. The hardest part now is going to be getting the brains, right? The brain in the jar, which is going to be interesting to get. And of course, insatiable hunger again. Oh, please stop giving me this game. I don't want it. Yeah, let's get rid of all this, I guess. And all we got to do is get the brain in the jar. And we're just going to need Examinus, Census, and Cognitive, which honestly, I think we have all of them at this point now, right? So 25, 25, and 25. Let's go ahead and get 25 of you. That shouldn't be terrible to get. So 25 of you, and it wants 25 Cognitive. Okay, we've got that bad boy. Let's go ahead and get that going. And then it wants, what's that one in the middle? Census. Ooh, do we have Census available? You know what? We might not even have Census available, but I believe the thing that can help us get it is going to be glowstone. Yeah, glowstone has quite a few of it. Let's go ahead and drop a few pieces of glowstone in there with that, and then call it a day. That should be good. Let me grab some more if I can. Did I get what I needed? I got 2 Census, which is more than enough, because that means we can toss that in there and then creative mode it. And again, we need 25 of those like so. I think those, however, have to be in jars, right? Is that correct? Yeah, these have to be in jars. So you know what? I made a mistake here. What we're gonna have to do is grab 2 stacks of each like so, and then we're gonna have to go ahead and place some more jars down. Wow, we are using a lot of jars today. And then let's go ahead and pop these guys down like so, and get ready for the final stages here. Drop those in there, and then get everything labeled and ready to go. I think I just need, what was the last one? I think Cognitive was the last one that we need here. So let me go ahead and drop 2 stacks of cognitive in there and then get ready to go ahead and craft. Now that we've got all the essentia that we're gonna need, we're gonna go ahead and get 2 spider eyes. Okay, we can go ahead and get that from in here. So 2 spider eyes like so, and then we're gonna need another zombie brain and a bucket of water. So let me grab that real fast. So water and a zombie brain, and it doesn't really matter which way you put these, but honestly I'm gonna follow the quest book. So there we go, and we are just missing the zombie brain like so, and then the item in the middle I believe is a warded jar. I totally forgot the item in the middle. So warded jar, and that should be ready to go. Do that and then hit it with the caster's gauntlet, and then that's pretty much ready to go. Beautiful. And then all we need to do now is basically fill up a bunch of jars with the very basic fluxes here, and then we should be pretty much ready to go ahead and start the spawn pig craft. I just figured out how to get rid of insatiable hunger. Apparently, if you eat zombie brains, it just gets rid of it. I am so confused on why that gets rid of it, but you know what? If it gets rid of it, it gets rid of it, and I'm happy because that is just so annoying to deal with. Okay, lovely. Back to what I was doing, which is basically filling these jars up with all these materials. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready to do this. All I gotta do is take my clay matter and put it here in the center with the pearl like so, the purifying bath salt like so, the greater focus here like so, and then the brain like so, and then give this guy a little schmackaroonie, and then that should start to go ahead and fill that. Also, let's go ahead and eat some of this zombie brain real quick because I need to go ahead and get rid of this freaking insatiable hunger again, of course. And bam, bam, boom, that should start to go ahead and fill. Now what we could do if we really wanted to, if we wanted to go absolutely crazy, this is a bad idea by the way, go ahead and put the watch of falling time here. That should start to go ahead and fill this much faster by the way, and as you can see the numbers going down much faster. While we're waiting for this to go down, I guess what we could do is talk about what we need left, and unfortunately I don't know why this is not letting me do the spawn sheep quest. I do have the experience for it. Yeah, I wonder if I have to do like some sort of like weird thing for, I don't know. But we're about to do the spawn pig, which is good. Spawn polar bear, I guess we could start today as well, because we're gonna need to do a lot to get into Botania here. As you can see, we need a full runic altar, but I also think we can also, oh god, there is some bad things happening. I'm going to give myself a little bit of clearance here, and boom, spawn pig is now done. Would you look at that? We got our spawn pig egg. We'd love to see it. We're done with Thaumcraft forever. Goodbye, Thaumcraft. I don't need you anymore. And yeah, let's go ahead and toss that in there. And what do you think you're doing, buddy? Stop trying to attack me. Okay, so I can't figure out why the spawn sheep is not working, and it didn't seem like it was one of those quests where it wanted liquid experience, unless if I'm crazy. Let's see, 1500 sheep. Is it like 1500 XP levels? That's a quest, but we tried to do that here and that didn't really work. Let me grab a smart wrench here. And isn't that the wrench I'm looking for? What is the name of the wrench that I'm looking for from Axie Editions? Ah, it's called the laser wrench. Let me disconnect these and let me grab this guy and connect it to here and then see if I can, you know, get it to work, because I swear I tried this and it didn't work the first time, right? So for whatever reason, let's see, that didn't do anything, that didn't do anything, that didn't do anything. This is not working the way I would think it would work, right? And the quest is not complete here, so I don't know why that's not working. And then the spawn cow is gonna need the helium plasma cell and the clay matter, but that's gonna need fusion control computers, which that's gonna be another whole ball of wax that I don't even want to think about right now. And I believe we already finished the spawn blaze a little like while ago, like a couple of videos back ago. We finished the spawn blaze. That should technically be over here. It indeed is. Lovely. We can go ahead and toss that in there. So the spawn blaze is done, and this is going to be a really annoying one to do because we got to complete all the quests in the quest book. And then this one is, oh god, we're gonna need to do the tarnish generator. That's gonna be, you know, really annoying to do. So I guess what we could do to get things started is work on getting the Botania stuff going. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can buy creative mana pools, right? That's totally a thing that we can totally buy. Yeah, we can buy the everlasting guilty pool, which thankfully we can totally do that. That's great because yeah, mana duration could be slow. Now that we have this, it's gonna be great. Okay, few things that we're gonna need to get started with Botania is going to be, we're gonna need a pure daisy, of course, which means we're gonna need a petal of apothecary. So a petal of apothecary is gonna require a bunch of stuff, which requires some cobblestone slabs, which don't have EMC for some reason, and then the petal of apothecary, which apparently has EMC. There we go. Lovely. We're going to take this guy and we're going to go ahead and fill it with some water, of course. So let me grab that. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to quickly grab ourselves some white petals. And then from there, we'll go ahead and grab a few of those. I guess a stack will be fine. We're definitely going to need some Minecraft vanilla seeds like so. And then let's go ahead and drop some of these white boys into there. And then bam, bam, boom. We got ourselves a pure daisy. We only need one at this point. Let's go ahead and pop that down. So we're gonna need a grass block, of course, for this. So bam, wait, let's make sure that's the right thing. Right, and then place the pure daisy down like so. And then let's go ahead and grab ourselves some stone and some, I guess any wood will do here. And we're gonna need some stone. With our pure daisy, what we're gonna go ahead and do is place the stone around the pure daisy, which is gonna turn it into living rock. And of course, let's not forget to go ahead and grab ourselves some drawers, so that way we can go ahead and creative mode everything that we're gonna be getting here. So for example, the living rock, the living wood needs to be creative. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and we'll be right back. Also do note that the watch of flowing time does in fact speed the pure daisy up. Just a little side note. Now that we have the living rock and living wood, what we're gonna go ahead and do, I guess, is start to go ahead and make ourselves the mana spreader, right? To go ahead and get our mana spread around. That should be relatively easy and cheap. Lovely. And you know, we could go with the higher tier stuff if we decide to go and fight the Gaia and all that fun stuff, but I don't know if we're gonna do that, honestly. So let's go ahead and put this guy down. Now, what we are going to need is actually, funny enough, I think mana diamonds actually have EMC, right? Yeah, they do. So we're going to go ahead and make the runic altar like so. It's going to be very easy. And then place this bad boy down. And remember, this everlasting guilty pool has infinite mana, so no worries there. And then we are going to want a wand of the forest. So let's go ahead and make a few twigs like so. And then make a wand of the forest, because this is how we're going to configure a lot of stuff in our Botania setup. So I guess I'm gonna go with white, and you know what, no, I'm gonna go with red petals and the purple petals for YouTube and Twitch. That's my kind of my favorite color combination here. So purple. You might be noticing I'm misspelling a lot of things because I just got this new wrist for my carpal tunnel thingy, and it's just like my hands are in a weird position on my keyboard, so I'm kind of like having trouble typing. I know, it's crazy. There we go, link that to that, and then we should be pretty much ready to go ahead and start everything that we need for the next thing. So if I come up in here in the quest book, the spawn polar bear is gonna need this dandelion and a bunch of these runes. It looks like a bunch of the tier 2 runes are gonna be needed here, so we're gonna have to go ahead and craft these up, which needs the tier, no, sorry, those are tier 3. These are tier 2 runes right here, and of course they need tier 1s and all that fun stuff. So you know what, actually, let me go ahead and set up a JEI list for this, and what we'll do is do runes from Botania. All I'm gonna basically do is go through and craft every single one of these runes, and you're really not gonna want to watch that because it's really boring. It's basically just grabbing a bunch of stuff from JEI that have EMC and like smashing it together basically. So yeah, I'm gonna do this and we'll be right back. Honestly, I'll teach you guys how to do the first. I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I should probably teach you guys how to do the first one and then go and do all the rest of them. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna grab ourselves some mana steel like so from the EMC thing. We're gonna grab some mana powder, of course, and then we're gonna grab a fishing rod. That's very important. A fishing rod from Minecraft, a bone meal, of course, and then we're gonna grab a sugar cane, and we're gonna take some of our living rock like so. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is drop all these things into this like so, and it's gonna make that little noise. And once it gets filled up with mana, as you can see, the rune there above the mana spreader there is going to get filled up. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do is it will do this little animation. We'll go ahead and right click a living rock on there, and then right click with our wand, and then that should give us the runes. Alrighty guys, now that we've got all of the runes crafted, we can go ahead and start to work towards the spawn polar bear. I did try to go ahead and reset the quest for the experience, see if that would fix it, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's working still, which at that point, I think I should just complete it, because honestly, we have the experience. We have the levels for it. I don't know why it's not completing. It's probably bugged out or something for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, okay. I was looking through for the spawn polar bear, and I noticed that this flower, the Dandelion, requires a Gaia spirit. So we do actually, unfortunately, have to fight the Gaia Guardian. So that's going to be pretty easy though. So what we need is some Terra Steel, which I believe Terra Steel actually, funny enough, should have an EMC value. It does, which means I should be able to grab some of this stuff, and we should be able to go ahead and make the Elven Gateway Core, which is very cheap and easy to make. And then we're going to need some glimmering wood. Okay, and you know what, we're actually gonna buy 2 of the extra mana pool things, just so that way we don't have to deal with it and dealing with mana transfer. Honestly, I think that's such a good idea. So let's go ahead and buy at least 2 more of the guilty pools here. So let's buy 2 more of these like so, and we're gonna need to go ahead and make some Natura pylons. So let's go ahead and do that. So Natura pylons just require, oh wait, no, they have EMC. We can go ahead and quickly grab those guys. So then Natura pylons, I don't think the Gaia pylons, however, have EMC. They do not, which is fine. I guess what we'll do is we'll quickly pop this here, and I'll pop it in the ground. So make sure to break this block, and this block. And then let's go ahead and put down the Elven Gateway Core like so, surrounded by living wood like so, and then living wood, and then put the glimmering wood like so and so. Go ahead and put that like that and that. And then I believe we got to go up 1 and then over 1, up 1, over 1, and then this goes in the middle. And then what we do is place our 2 everlasting guilty pools with the Natura pylons like so and so, and then right click the Elven Gateway Core with our Wand of the Forest, and then boom, that should in theory make the Elven Gateway Core, which now we need to go ahead and toss in to get the Gaia things. We're gonna need pixie dust, and then we're gonna need elementium. Elementium is just a simple fact of throwing some mana steel in there, and then that should give you what you need. And then pixie dust is going to be your mana pearls. Okay, so what you're gonna go ahead and do is throw that in there like so, and then I believe it's a 1-to-1. And then one more thing that you can throw in there if you want is some mana diamonds. So if we take the mana diamonds, once this is done giving us the pixie dust, we throw that inside of there like so, and then that should give us some dragonstone, which I don't think we need dragonstone actually for this. So yeah, that's just a heads up. And then let's go ahead and craft up 4 Gaia pylons like so, or accidentally craft up like, I don't know, like 13 of them because you're an idiot. But now what we should be able to do is come here to the middle of this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna visualize the Gaia thing, because there is a specific multi-block that you do have to build, unfortunately. And to do that, unfortunately, you're also gonna need a upgraded Lexica Botania. And to do that, all you gotta do is throw your Lexica Botania into the Elven Gateway Core, and then you'll get the upgraded version, which you can then just quickly go through it and do in-game wiki, and then come over here to Alphamancy, and then Ritual of the Gaia, hit visualize, and then put that on the ground. So like so, and then that's going to tell us exactly where we need to build our tier 1 beacon. It's very hard to see as well. So let's go ahead and build our tier 1 beacon. So we need some iron blocks, and then we're gonna need a beacon, of course. And if you're doing this in normal survival without EMC or whatever, it would be interesting. So you would need to like fight the wither and all that fun stuff to get the beacon. But here, obviously we don't need to do that, so it's perfect. And then break this down like so, and then get yourself a beacon and slap that right here in the middle. And then grab your iron blocks, or any block rather, and do this. Put them right above these Gaia pylon looking things, and then place your Gaia pylons on top of those. And then that's pretty much the ritual, I believe. And this might become problematic if this stuff is in the way. We will shortly find out if that's the case. And then I guess what we could do is get our Qatar out. That's probably going to be our best weapon here, unless if we, you know, obviously use the upgraded weapons from Draconic. But honestly, the Qatar is more than enough to fight this boss, and we've got Draconic armor. There's nothing to worry about there. And then we just shift right click this. Okay, it's perfect apparently. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is fight this bad boy, and it's just basically a doppelganger of yourself. And quick little cheat code, you can use your Slayer mode. You're gonna fight this guy. Make sure to set your slay mode to all, and then start pressing your extra functions button, and you should be able to go ahead and slaughter this guy fairly quickly. And I mean, look at that. Just in a couple of zaps, we're pretty much good to go, right? And now we just gotta sit here and spam our extra function button and kill all the mobs that he drops. And then this is phase 2 of the fight, by the way. And then we'll go into phase 3, which is the second half of the fight, which is basically the same thing, right? And yeah, so let me do that, and we'll be right back. Now that we've killed the Gaia Guardian, let's go ahead and take our spirits here, and I guess creative mode them if you'd like. Honestly, I do kind of want to show this, but there is a second fight that you can do, by the way. So we take 4 Gaia spirits with a terrasteel ingot, right? And craft them in a plus shape together, with the terrasteel being the middle. You should get what is called a Gaia spirit ingot. Go ahead and do the same thing. Shift right click the beacon, and that's going to start phase 2, or the second boss fight of this, which is a much harder fight. As you can see, he's constantly shooting stuff at me, which, yeah, if you're not prepared for this fight, you will die. But I've got Draconic armor on, so I'm able to just quickly take him out with no problem with my Qatar. But yeah, this fight is pretty difficult without Draconic armor, so be aware. And, you know, you get a couple of cool little nifty items like Thor's ring and a few other things like the Gluttony apple, which is really cool. You get it from the Dice of Fate, by the way. And bam, bam, boom, we have destroyed the Gaia fight just like that. I should have gotten a Dice of Fate. There it is. It also gives you a bunch of runes, and obviously a bunch more of the, whatchamacallit here, the you get a bunch of runes, and you get this Dice of Fate, by the way, which gives you like some really cool items, some really cool weapons, some cool rings that give you more health and stuff. But yeah, now that we've got the Gaia spirits, we should in theory be able to go ahead and make the Dandelion. We just need some purple. Hold on, let me clear out my inventory first. Okay, so to craft this Dandelion, we're gonna need a few things. So looking at it, we're gonna need purple, lime, and green. So let's grab ourselves some purple petals. So I believe it's 2 purple, 1 lime, and 1 green petal. And then we're gonna need a few things. Let me grab the green petal really quickly. So if I'm correct in saying, yep. And then we're gonna need water, fire, earth, and air, and then a Gaia spirit. So all of these, so water, fire, earth, and air, and a Gaia spirit into this guy over here. We are gonna need some water in here, so don't forget that. So water plus rune, 1 of those, and then all of these should get you the Dandelion. Oh wait, yes, perfect, it's in here. Lovely jubbly. Go ahead and drop a seed on that bad boy, and then boom, we have the Dandelion. Lovely. And then for the craft, oh, by the way, we should probably upgrade our mana spreader, because this does require a lot, and I mean a lot of mana. So let's go ahead and make some dream wood. And to get some dream wood, all we realistically got to do is throw in some living wood into the portal like so. It should spat out a thing of living, or dream wood rather, not living, but dream wood. And then this dream wood is then going to go into upgrading our spreader into a better version with some elementium, which I kind of savagely put away because I didn't think I needed it anymore, but I technically do here. And yeah, we're definitely gonna want to upgrade this. So let me grab some of that elementium from in here, and because if we don't, this is gonna take 1.5 years just to freaking get this item done. So let's go ahead and grab that bad boy. So elementium, and we should be good to go. And then we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this guy to the Gaia rune, which funny enough, I said that we weren't gonna need Dragonstone. Here we are needing Dragonstone for the Gaia spirit mana spreader. So whoops, grab me some Dragonstone. That should be fine. And we can also, by the way, make a upgraded version of the lenses, which we're probably going to want to do, honestly, so that way we can yeah, speed this process up a little bit more. Go and grab one of these, and we can totally, by the way, make some lenses. I believe, let's take a look. I think it's fire, so we want potency, and I believe we want is it efficiency? I don't remember what ones are which here. So we want the velocity and the potency one. So that's going to be the air rune, and the fire rune, I believe, is also one that we need for the potency. And then, so let's see, we're going to grab the potency and the velocity. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a composite of them by taking them together and putting them together with a slime ball. And then that should make what's a composite mana lens of potency and velocity, which we're definitely going to want here. And then take those guys, and honestly, I actually might take 3 of them, and let's put this guys, grab some more of these guys. So let's do this and this, and then put these lenses on these guys like so. And then let's link these guys to this runic altar here, and that should help with crafting what we're trying to craft today, which is the spawn polar bear. Remember, we're gonna need all of the tier 2 runes, or tier 3 rather, sorry, not tier 2. I keep saying tier 2 and it's not tier 2. So grab one of each tier 2 rune, and I believe, is it also mana as well? Is mana in here? I don't know if they actually account for mana. They do not. So perfect. Take this and shove these in here like so. And then with your dandelion, your dandelion, and then of course your most famous item, the clay matter, drop that in there. Why is that not crafting? There we go. I had to literally do them one by one as I checked them off in JEI. We finally got it, and oh boy, look at how slow that's going up. And we have upgraded mana spreaders. That's gonna take quite a while to get filled up. So unfortunately, guys, we're out of time for today's episode. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please do me a huge favor. Smash the like button, smash that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, become a part of the Hunterx tribe. As always, guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave you till next time. Bye bye.